Hello, everyone. Especially YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Broken Sword, Part 3. Last time on Broken Sword, we went to, Serbia? Question mark? Is that where we went? Syria. We went to Syria. The real life places are just strange. Anyways, we went to Syria and started looking for the broken sword there. So we're gonna continue from there, I think. I kind of goofed around. Syrian YouTube audience. That's what the point of this game, man. We're breaking the sword. God, I forgot how terrible these graphics. I mean, great these graphics are. So we met Dwayne and Pearl, as well as, I forgot this kid's name, Richie or something. And whoever that guy is, the kebab guy. Alright, so we're gonna go talk to this rug dealer. Really imprint your eyes. Hello again, sir. Hello, sir. Lovely carpets. Alright, Ma Salama. What's the button for? Let's pause. Where this button does something. Oh, wait, no, it's this button. Okay. Alright, so this pattern looks just like the pattern on the thing there. It was the pattern. I'd seen that pattern somewhere recently. Hold on. I'm trying to talk to this guy. Give him this thing. What do you make of this matchbook? Ah, give to me. Give to me. Alama. I love the song. Many beneficent greetings, my most fortunate possible friend. Ah, do I know you, mister? No, no, and again I say no. But my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting? How frank do you want me to be? You are a traveler, yes? Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective. No, I am told this is Sherlock Holmes, the big forehead, and slipper full of shag. I, as contrast, am world's greatest luxury taxi driver. I can see where this is going. I am Ultar, taxi driver and luxury guide per excellent, yes? This I had to hear. Where does your heart desire to go? Simply mention the name of your obedient servant, and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle. Oh, well, I don't really want to leave Marib yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know. Is good. You know where you want to go? You come to Ultar. Thanks, see you around, Ultar. Be having a pleasant day full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend. I like how in, like, literally every country in the entire world, except for America, everyone refers to each other as friend. In America, it's just like, hey, you. And if you tell somebody like, hey, buddy, or hey, pal, they get offended. But in the entire rest of the world, everyone's friends. Let's see what we got over here. Damn, the door's locked. I'm sorry, did you say something? He say, you not go in toilet. Read sign, matey. Matey? It lose something in the translation. Even if I'd wanted to spit, my mouth was too dry. Dang. By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it. Nice. Hi, nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't understand. No surprise there. Alrighty, he say sorry. But he not speak English. But he didn't say anything. Well, no, not if you are going to be... Pidundar? Picky. He didn't say anything. How can he? He not have tongue. No tongue? What happened? It was bet. And he lost. He won! You should see other chappie. Oh, yes. Hello again, Oltar. Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more. Alright, here we go, Oltar. Do you know anything about the Templars? Of course. Yes, what can you tell me? Great shebop band of the 60s. No, that's not really... Who put the bop in the bop shebop doo-wop? Yeah, eternal questions. Place is certainly hard to find. Oh, yes, it is most exclusive. The membership can be no more than... Fine, sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be? Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand? And I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand. What do you mean? What do you make of that boy in the market? Nejo. Nejo? Ha! Ayub's boy? Is too big for sandals. I speak splendid English, and he laugh. He say, Oltar, you big ox, you split infinitive. I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Pretty funny, yes? Hilarious. You should be on cable. I also like Oltar's name. I'm gonna name all my characters in MMOs from now on, Oltar. Never forget. What do you know about the kebab seller? Ah, most miserable man. Oltar say, cheery up, matey mate. It might never happen. And he say, shut up, Oltar. Fancy that. Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon. Whatever that is. Have you met the American couple? Have Oltar met them? Have Oltar met them? Yes, Oltar have met them. And? They most ungenerous. Oltar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Oltar say, yes, of course, nature is ancient. They say, no, anything ancient made by men. And Oltar say, have you seen Taxi? Fan belt older than Ozymandias. But they gone. Could you tell me what that sign means? It say, doors stay shut until brush come back. Signed, the management. Oh, what does that mean? Manager buy lovely new toilet brush. Leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes. Come back, it has been stolen. Not even out of wrapper. He damn cross. Lock toilet up and say, nobody use fine, pristine toilet until brush given back. We say, what do we do till then, eh? He say, cross legs and use the superior willpower. That's what you've been doing? No, Oltar use bucket. Fine bucket. Available for use by favored tourist friends? No, that's okay. I went before I came out, if you see what I mean. Have you seen this man before? Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday. Here yesterday? My God, he's close. Yes, he was asking a lot of questions, just like you. What did he ask about? He asked about an American called Stoby? Stobart? Yeah, Stobart. You know him? The killer knew my name. What else did he ask about? He asked about a German man named Klobner. I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy had lost in Syria. Was his name Klausner? Sure, that is what Oltar said, Klausner. I told this man in the picture Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head. Hold on, he wanted to go where? Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 mile out of town, maybe 60. When was that? Oh, maybe a week ago? Look at this beautiful picture of Bull's Head. Wonderful. What can you tell me about this Bull's Head Hill? It's most magnificent, lovely views, worth visiting, yes? By indeedity. Better have a knife ready. Gotta start stabbing. How do I get there? No, let me guess. You need fine luxury god to take you there and air-conditioned taxi. Woe is me, where can I find such a god? And Oltar is most luxurious god for most literally some way, in any direction. Gee willikers, lucky old me. Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service? God, those words are hard to say in succession. It's funny to me that he brings up air conditioned. My dad always talks about how, like, he's like, don't ever pay for air conditioning when you're, my dad lives in Algeria, or whatever, Algeria. He's like, if you pay for air conditioning, what they actually mean is that they're just gonna roll the window down. He's like, every time. If you give them an extra, you know, like $5 or whatever, they just roll the window down. That's all they do. All right, we need luxurious taxi. Okay, all right, let's go. First, here we got the formalities. A trip to the Bull's Head. 50 Yankee dollars, please. 50 bucks? I don't have 50 bucks. Oh, most unhappy event. Oltar then sorry, but he cannot take you on ride of lifetime. Hold on, Oltar. Is there nothing I could barter with you? Were that it was so, beloved friend, but my taxi needs gas, and its muffler needs the muffler doctor. Trading for these things is not possible. It's that New York bucks. My heart weeps for the injustice, but it's bucks or zip. Oh, unfortunate American. Gotta go get 50 New York dollars. See you around, Oltar. May good fortune follow you, mister. Excuse me, this song reminds me of the battle music in Kudelka. Kudelka has such a great soundtrack. Hold on, let's see. Hello, Bewee. Welcome to searching for a toilet brush. Doing great, how are you? How has not Harvest Moon been? Fake Harvest Moon. Suddenly, I realized the horrific truth. The guy was basting the kebabs with a toilet brush. Oh no. Well, goodbye. Have a nice day. Most good. Let's see. Yeah, I'm reading this guide. I kind of know what to do, so I should just, like, try it out. See how it works out. I also want to make sure I finish this game within the next 2 weeks, though. I need you. Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time? Who's the guy selling the kebabs? Oh, that's Arto. A miserable blighter, to be sure, sir. He doesn't seem very happy. He never is. Day in, day out. A face like a wet Wednesday. How much you got left, you had to guess? Well, we have to do this, then all of Italy. Italy? Sure, I think it's Italy. And then we go back to France for a while, and then we go back to Italy for a while. So quite a bit. Then off to Britain. There's like 5 areas left, maybe. Does he speak any English? Not cognitive. Cognitive. I can't say that. I give up. Who's this guy? I met an interesting guy earlier, a cab driver. Ah, that would have to be Oltar. Yeah, this game's got a lot to it. Barbaric sort of chap. Oh, he's not that bad. You know how he speaks in Pidgin English? That's how he speaks in Arabic, too. Just like Miko from Hololive. English is impossible. Music died again. Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great? This ball I have. Take it away, you tempter. What did I not do? Hold on. Nana guy on floppy disk. What? I don't know if I've heard of that one. Yeah, this game's from 1996 originally. Look, this is going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush. What? The brush you base the kebabs with? Yes. Let me find some dirty postcards for you instead. Mijo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using from a friend, and I want to get it back. Perhaps I could help you, old chap. Maybe, perhaps. Maybe what? Perhaps what? I don't wish to seem mercenary, sir, but I am a merchant, and merchants trade. Merchant? This isn't Sears and Roebuck here. Well, if you're going to be disagreeable... No, you're right. What would you like? I seem to recall that you have something that might alleviate my boredom. A globe of delight. A rubicund spheroid of heavenly pleasure. You mean the ball, don't you? A tiny spherular form that barely spans my hand yet promises hours of amusement. If you mean the ball, why can't you just say so? Can I have that ball back, mister? Yes. No? Yes? Alright, here you go. Thank you, sir. People say bad things about Americans, but you're okay in my book. What people? What bad things? Never mind that now. Remember the brush. Right, yes, the brush. All you have to do with Arto is to be polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again. How can I be polite to the guy who when I can't speak a word of Syrian? Arabic. That's what I mean. Simply memorize this phrase. Il al-Kalb. Il al-Kalb. Close enough. And now go over to Arto and deliver these honeyed words even unto his delicate ear. George knows a trick. He won't be able to do enough for you. Really? Really? No. He would never trick me. It's fine. Hello again, sir. Hello, kebab. Yes? Il al-Kalb. Filthy, bad. I killed you. Whoa, calm down. I just... Feet, do your thing. He's got a knife. almost got me. I was tricked. What the hell did you tell me to tell him? Patience, sir. Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient? But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arto wasn't using the brush. Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been used as a diversionary tactic? Your brush, sir. Can't believe that you put me on a kebab seller's death list for the toilet brush. The ends justify the means, sir. You got a brush? What the heck? Bump bump dong. Yeah, I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though. They also serve who only stand and wait, sir. Oh, spare me. Alright, we got the brush. Biwi, you've played Kudelka. Well, I think you said it'd been a while. This music reminds me of the Kudelka battle theme. Such a good game soundtrack. The final boss theme in Kudelka is one of my top 50 VGM. Here you go, Ultar. I said, here you go, Ultar. Hello again, Ultar. Praise be to Allah. I'm blessed with your bountiful presence once more. Look, I've got the toilet brush back. You man of action, alrighty. Don't just wave it at me. Give to manager. What does il al mean? Who teach you that? Neju told me to say it to Arto. And Arto come after you with big knife, yes? Yeah, how did you know? I know Arto. You tell him in bad Arabic that his kebab's made from dog meat. I said he was using dog food? No wonder he went crazy. No, Ultar not mean meat for dog. Ultar mean meat of dog. Oh. You around, Ultar. May good fortune follow you, mister. Here's your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back. Manager took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off. What was that all about? Manager, he say, bah, look at state of this. Need much cleaning and detergent before go around my U-bend. He said all that? Body language account for much, you know. Oh, yes, indeed. First player in the history of the Madden series to have a speed rating of 100. Pee-wee Crover. Now to steal everything in here. Starting with, this towel. That's such a good sound effect. All my alerts are being changed to that. Let's do this. Oh, that's mine now. Oops. I hadn't drunk anything since that morning, and I didn't need to use it. I saw that town. Wait, how does that go? In my restless dreams, I see that town. I can take a towel. Did you just use the reflection? No. Give me this towel. You promised you'd take me there someday. God, the Blooper team recently announced that they're no longer doing psychological horror games. In the middle, they announced this in the middle of working on Silent Hill 2. Yeah. So I can't. Blooper team is the worst people they could have ever picked to do Silent Hill 2. Anyways. Now that I've stolen so much, didn't see much point in closing the dispenser. Okay, now that I've stolen everything I need. Play at day 1. Might. I can't. It's so funny, Mint. It is so funny. Every time I think about it, it's just... This Silent Hill 2 remake couldn't get any worse. And then it does. It just keeps going downhill. To make the cat jump. Alright. I'll take this. Valentine? I don't remember, the game I played recently had cats everywhere. It was Blank Desert Online. Alright. So combine the statue and the grease paint from chapter 1. Cat's name is Valentine. My cat's name is Claire, which people often think is named after Claire Redfield. I assume your cat's name is Valentine after Jill Valentine. Wait. Statue, grease paint. What's it, Dwayne? Yeah, my cat's named after Claire from Claymore. Dwayne, I got this sweet looking statue that I just stole. Hi there, Dwayne. Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella? You adopt her with that name? My cat's adopted name was Allie, because they found her in an alley, but she was only like a couple months old. So I was like, we're not naming you Allie. Statue? What do you think of this? Good gravy. Looks old. Yeah, had to turn this town upside down. Boy, your luck's better than ours. Looks Roman. I wouldn't know. What they'll say back home. How much do you want, George? Oh, I couldn't. It's the find of a lifetime. I mean, $50. Take it or leave it. I'll take it. Here you go. Here you go. Thanks for the money, Dwayne. This'll come in real handy. I ought to be thanking you for finding this Roman statuette. The only Odette I know is Odette from Kingdom Hearts. I think that was her name. Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne. Count on it, George. I don't want a second cat, but if I had a second cat, I would probably name them Kudelka. That's what I've... Kudelka... Well, I almost had a cat that was named after another Claymore character. Swan Princess. See? You can actually die on. There's like 6 places you can die in Bull's Head. Judelka Jones. Olette. Oh, Olette is the Kingdom Hearts? Oh. Yeah, I can't remember. There's like... I can see their faces. I can't remember any of the rest of their names now. I broke the sword? I am. I'm in the process of breaking the sword. Hello again, Ultar. Praise be to Allah. 50 New York dollars. About Bull's Head Hill. Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid place? Maybe. A terrific bargain. Only 50 of your Yankee bucks. 50, huh? Okay, it's a deal. Here's the cash. Ah, most splendid. As you say, the Cash Prince Mullah is correct. Mister, we make with haste. Where exactly is your taxi? The only vehicle I've seen around here is an aging army surplus truck. Yes? Oh, okay. I'll be along in a minute. Didn't seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar. Nice. Hey, before I forget, I played BWE and Amo. I played Dark Deception yesterday. Have you guys ever played Dark Deception? The game's really good. I like that game a lot. Blah blah blah. I played it. I like it a lot. Hello again, Ultar. It's most splendid and adventurous client. That's your taxi? Oh yes, most assertedly. Most entirely splendid taxi and all Marib. Looks like an old army truck to me. Bah. You Americans with your checky board cabs and your Jude Hirsch. You have lost sight of what a taxi should truly be. About 4 tons by the look of it. There, you have hit the nail in the nutshell. Okay, already, let's go. Regrettably not, most esteemed fare. There is a minor problem of a tiny nature. The fan belt has taken it upon itself to break. So what are you going to do? What can I do? I must wait for a ride to the garage for a replacement. How long is that going to take? 1 day, maybe 6. I can't wait that long. We've got to get moving. But how, my friend? I'll think of something. How about this towel? Is this any use to you? Yeah, my friend. The very thing, yes. Ultar took the towel from me, cut it in 2 lengthways, and gave me half back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that is normally done with stockings. Now, if I knot the ends together, so, serviceable, yes, very serviceable indeed. Stockings might work on the Bentley, but on a truck, the coarse toweling did the job nicely. Come along, my friend. You want to see the bull's head, yes? Yo, congrats on first. You did it. 1 hour in. Also, at Biwi, the Dark Deception is a it's like Pac-Man. Imagine Pac-Man but with special powers, and also in first person, and also motion sickness. Yeah, purple crystals. It gets better the farther along you go, when you get more powers. Once you can like teleport and like magnet and stun things, the game gets dramatically better. First like 2 stages though are kind of like, eh. You can survive the first part of the game. All you saw? Yeah, the first stage is kind of mediocre. The second stage is pretty interesting. Like, I like the second stage. Then, the third stage is, like, impossible. Everyone quits playing the game on the third stage because it's so hard. So then they made the fourth stage less hard, but also really boring. So the fourth stage is, like, really, really bad. And then the fifth stage and onward is, like, some of the best experiences I've had ever. The nurse stage, the roller skating nurses, and the when you're in the park with the Kool-Aid man, that's amazing. And then all the stuff with the mother bear is really good too. The music died. I think I need a branch from here. You can die in like 18 places here, so I'm being really careful. I just put this branch in my pocket. Combine this branch with this. I now have a rolled up branch. Towel. Is now in position of the patented Stobart stick towel. If only I could think of a use for it. Ah, yes, the stick towel. I could see that crack would make a good anchor point. If only I had something like a stick towel. Nice, nice. I'm on down this. True, Claude, true. Well, that looked really safe, but I had no choice. I hadn't anticipated going mountaineering when I'd come to Syria. Ah, yes, perfect. Didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there, but hey, what the heck? I was only risking mutilation. No blade took my hand off at the wrist, and no scorpion stung me, for which I was very grateful. But there was something in there. A metal ring, as wide as my hand. I took a firm hold of the ring, tried not to think of death traps, and pulled. Whoa there! Head on in. Oh my god, around the corner I found the corpse. Oh my god, Klausner. Large as life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again. Aw, man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me. I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died. Oh no. Couldn't think of anything to do with the statue apart from scaring small children with it. Nice. Couldn't take the inscription with me. I didn't have a notebook or a camera to record it. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it. And Noxdenia something or a Mundi, okay. That would have to do. Okay, alright. I've done more fun things in my life than searching a corpse. But as my life expectancy wasn't great, I figured I should try every new challenge that came my way. Hey, what's this? I'd found some kind of lens. Very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball. Head. Alright. Alright, we just watched this. The mouth's opening. It must be Ultar. My god, if he comes in, we'll both be trapped. Ultar, don't come in. It's a trap. Stay where you are. Oh, no. You! Hello, Mr. Stobart. We meet in the most unusual places. Please do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you. Did you say maim? I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell me. What if I don't want to talk? Then I shall most regrettably have to kill you. Rest assured, however, that I am an excellent shot. You would not suffer. That's good. Believe me, I'm really assured. It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside. Why should I make myself an easier target? If I fire you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you, even in here. Unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. Could be the difference between hitting you in the leg or in the groin. Boy, it's hot in here. No sudden moves, Mr. Stobart. Now then, where shall we start? How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away? Klausner, do you know where he is? Yeah, he's dead, just around the corner of the cave. Do you want to look? I'll take your word for it. How did he die? Starvation or dehydration by the look of it. He was caught in this trap you were shouting about? I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance? Yeah, he was carrying some sort of lens. I've got it here. Give it to me. No, I don't think so. Don't be a fool, Mr. Stobart. If I give it to you, what's to stop you from killing me? What is to stop me from killing you anyway? You might hit the lens. Not if I shoot you in the head. When I fall, the lens might get broken. You plead convincingly, Mr. Stobart. Perhaps you will live to see another day. Perhaps. Was there anything else? Well, there is something, I guess, but you can't move it. Yes, what is it? It's a treasure map. X marks the spot? Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Okay, you caught me. Around the corner, there's something written, or there's something in Latin up on the wall. Latin? Do you remember it, Mr. Stobart? Latin phrase. Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense. Well, I know that roughly. It means to the west, the edge of the world. What the heck is that about? It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies. The sword? Alright. Trying not to die. Mr. Stobart, I am sure that you are just what you appear to be. A gifted amateur. Thanks, I think. But I can no longer tolerate your interference. There is far more at stake than you realize. So what are you going to do? I get that we must end this here and now. Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog. Is that a dog? Is that George acting like a dog? That is a blob of some type. I will die like a man. Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine. You're an honorable man, Mr. Stobart. A rare breed. I should like to shake your hand. Yeah, well, what the heck? Nice. Got him. Cog Stobart gives you strength. Oh man, look at this animation. Meanwhile, back in Nico's apartment. Luckily, the canopy on Oltar's truck broke my fall. Thank goodness for that. The worst part of the experience was Oltar's driving. What about the lens? Is it still in one piece? Oh yes. Well, it's good to see you again, George. Really? I must say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there. I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own. I, brought you a present from Syria. Oh, George, you shouldn't have bothered. What is it? This? A necklace? It's rather heavy. Ethnic craftsmanship at its most rustic. Of course, I love it. You do? It will always remind me of you. Nice. This guide. No place to go. We have to find a lead. Go to Kroon Museum. If you don't know where that is by now, God help you. Wow, thank you. Game Facts Guide. I don't. Which one is it? This one? Is this the Kroon Museum? Is the cafe? Oh, the museum is where we met Andre. Which one is that, Don? Is this the museum? I think this is Rougerie. Is this the museum? Ah, it is. Andre. Hello, George. Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment. Yes, she told me you called. Phew, quite a find, Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy. I hope you're referring to the manuscript. Ma oui, of course. Where have you been? Nicole said you were away. I just returned from Syria. Syria? On the trail of the Templars? It's a long story, but I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember? Yes, what is it? Secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. Latin phrase. The island of Britain lies at the edge of the world to the west. Strange, that map seems to contain a series of pointers. Like I said, it's a treasure map. What do you make the manuscript? It dates from the time of the Crusades. We guessed that from the Templar seal. It's a story in pictures, like a modern-day comic book. What story does the manuscript tell? I don't know. It's probably produced for the tourist market. Tourist? Oh yeah, pilgrims. And their thousands, on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho. Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript? There's very little I can be sure about. The slaying of the bull could be a reference to Mithras. Who's he? A Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish. How can you tell that? The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that. Can you identify the knight's coat of arms? I already did, George. He's a member of De Vasconcelos family of the Costa Calida. Were they famous? No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century. Oh. The spotlight of history moved on. They're probably long dead. Oh. Let's go to Spain. Part 1 of our Spanish adventure. Spain is to the north, right? North. Click. Bang. Spain. I mean France. France. Spain. Ah, yes. Geography. The one thing I'm good at. Alright, let's see. Like, this guide tells me which dot is Spain. Thank you, God. Didn't tell me where the museum was, but definitely told me where Spain was. 1 second. Enjoy the sweet sounds of birds. Oh, I check something real quick. What's everybody's favorite bird? I like finches. Big fan of finches. Parrots. Yeah, a lot to say. Parrots always make me think of Donkey Kong. been collecting like every animal in Minecraft, but I've made no effort whatsoever to collect any parrots. I haven't even I'm not even familiar with how you collect parrots. It's not a matter of not wanting to collect them because they're too difficult to get. Not a parrot main. I'm a finch main. Alright, back to Broken Sword. Who's everybody's favorite Broken Sword? Hi! Is this the Dan Van Cancello's house? Who wants to know? I could tell the old coot was going to be trouble. My name's George Stobart. I was wondering whether the house is not open to the public. This is the day Von Cancello's. Cancello's? I'm pretty sure it's Cellos. Von Cancello's house. And what business is that of yours, senor? Look, all I want is to speak to the head of the household. There is no household. Only the Countess and myself. What do you know about the Templars? Who wants to know? Are you angling for a bribe or something? You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence. The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why? Tell me about the Countess de Van Cancellos. She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need to know. You don't even know what I have to talk to her about. She hasn't won the lottery, has she? No. No, she hasn't won the lottery. A more cunning man might have claimed that she had. Oh yeah, they might have. Mightn't they? That more cunning man would have been kicked off the premise. The Countess doesn't do the lottery. Nice. I'll be going for now. Adios, senor. I too will one day win the lottery by not playing. Look forward to it. Then we can have trivia every day. No, I wouldn't do that. Gotta do some shenanigans here. Didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around with me, so I left it alone. However, my hose has stopped. Yeah? See, my hose never stops. Well, I'm sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an end. Did you have anything to do with it? See, you? Well, I'm shocked. I'm mortified. How could you think such a thing? Very easy, senor. Very easy. I'm going to find out why my hose has stopped. And that means going into the house. You're not. Absolutely not to go in the house. If you do go in the house, I will set the dogs on you. Joke's on you. You're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do. Going in the house. I'm gonna hide behind this suit of armor. This armor was about my size. Had a mental vision of putting it on and clanking off to see the Countess, with the gardener hanging hopelessly on the outside trying to stop me. Apart from being stupid and unworkable, it was a great plan. Hey, you on the stairs. Oops. I know this doesn't look good, but Look, senor, all I want is a quiet life. Life without madhouse-breaking foreigners in it. Understand? Look, I just wanted to, use the bathroom. Leave now, please. Okay, I'm going. Where am I? Arf, arf, arf. Hey, you! I know you're there, American. All right, you dogs, I'm coming. How's he know I'm an American? Because I don't call him friend? Nice. Padre Dio, who are you? My name's George Stobart. I'm sorry to burst in like this. You must leave at once. You're not wanted here. Ah, the Countess. Please, if you just listen a minute. Very well. State your business, Senor Stobart. For some reason you remember her vividly. Probably because you spend like half the game with her. Blah. There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here. The trail led me here. Here, there's nothing for the outside world here. Over 600 years ago there was... What do you mean? This whole thing ties in somehow with the Knights Templar. The Knights Templar are dust. They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it. I do not see what this has to do with my family. Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they planted some clue here. Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges into my home? So let me have a look around. If I find nothing, you'll be spending the night at the police station. Very well. Please sit down. Okay. I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how. You should be asking how my family were involved, Senor Stobart. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago, and as for the day Van Cancellos, the line dies with me. I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, whatever happened almost 700 years ago. So if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century. Obviously. So what do you have around here that's early medieval? Early medieval. Let me think. Well, the house is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old. Oh, of course, the chess set. A chess set is over 600 years old? Must be worth a fortune. Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course. No, I wouldn't either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children. Sorry. Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One of the pieces is a modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago. Nobody has any idea where it is? No. The children had it when they were taken. Children? What children? All in good time, Senor Stobart. May I examine the chess set? Certainly, but do not move any of the pieces. Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd about the set. All the original pieces had irregular bases. My lady, I have to warn you, there's a... You. Why, I'll feed you to the dogs. Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dogs? But my lady, never without my permission. Senor Stobart, if I find that you are wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now, I want to show you something interesting. Follow me. Lopez, unlock the door, por favor. This is the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary with the Templars. Nice. What is it? A summer house? A mausoleum, Senor Stobart. Oh. Come with me. Hey, Senor. Yeah? I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you. You've got nothing to worry about. Are you coming in? No. The dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there. Wow, this is old. It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting place for the De Vencancello's Templars. It's well maintained. These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here at least once a week to say prayer for them. And if I have a look around, by all means. It's about to start heaving a sarcophagus lids with the Countess standing here. Removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey, it's a checkerboard! Close up, I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares. Over a checkerboard pattern. Some of the squares had little jagged holes in the middle. May I ask you something? You may ask. I clearly know your history. What's your opinion of the Templars, Senor Stobart? Templars? They seem no worse than a lot of other knightly orders. You are mistaken. Compared to the simpering politicians of the Hospitallers or the Brutus Teutonics, the Knights Templar were the embodiment of chivalry. That filthy money-grubbing French king and his pet pope did a great wrong. The bane settled upon my family at the whim of that self-seeking tyrant. It was all a long time ago. Some things don't die, and justice is one of them. It's the story with the glass chessboard. Glass chessboard? Oh, the pattern on the lectern. Purely decorative, I'm sure. There are pieces of glass missing from it. It's been like that since I was a girl. The gaps in the glass chessboard look awful deliberate. No, it is ridiculous. What possible significance can it have? I'm part of the chessboard, and the gaps are for... Senor Stobart, you cannot mean... This place was built for the Templars. Your chess set is as old as the Templars. It's kind of suggestive, isn't it? I think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to. This is extraordinary. Silence. Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here? And in all this time we failed to realize that there was a puzzle? All puzzles. It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes. Right. Well, no time for wallowing in self-pity, eh, Senor Stobart? This mystery has had a good long run, but it ends here and now. All those years of fatalism were falling away from her. Lopez, put that hose down and listen. Go to the house and get my chess set. Yes, the old chess set. Oh, damn the game. Now hurry. My, this is exciting, is it not? Don't get too excited. This could be a blind alley. Oh, I do not believe that for a moment. It's good to see you happy. Happy? You know, I think I am. While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything. It all began at the time of the dissolution of the Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar. Don Carlos? Is he the guy who went missing? See, but he had reckoned without a local bishop. He envied us, our lands, and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy us. Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys when the Inquisition arrived. When Don Carlos returned, it was to find his loyal manservant slain and his children gone. They took the kids, but why? We'll never know. The bishop denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance, but witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them. What happened to Don Carlos? He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone. He was never seen again. Ah, Lopez, you have the pieces? See, my lady, as you asked. Por favor, Senor Stobart, would you be so kind? My lady? Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobart's motives are pure. Very well, my lady. My lady seems to trust you, but you don't. No, senor. It fits, Senor Stobart, it fits. Working quickly, I found which pieces went into which holes. Ah, yes. Nice. Senor Stobart, look. What is that? It's not the Holy Grail, is it? No, Senor Stobart. It is the communion chalice of the De Vasconcelos. Missing for almost 700 years. Wow. Well, go on. I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real. Oh, go ahead. Live a little. Are you sure? This is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobart. Sure, I'm sure. The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later. Meanwhile, back in Nico's apartment... So the curse of the De Vasconcelos is lifted. Oh no, the Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still the riddle of the missing knight. Well, now you can forget about the... Wait. Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret. Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos. You what? I can explain everything. You've got the hots for a withered old Spanish aristocrat? The Countess entrusted me with a chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb. You're as crazy as she is. Have you got enough problems, Khan and the Templars? It's all part of the same thing. This chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him. What then? I don't know, but when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will. This is the chalice I discovered in Spain. Still can't figure why the Countess gave it to you. After losing it for all those years, she simply gave it away to a total stranger? She's one prawn short of a Polonia. Countess is a fine lady. You shouldn't compare her with seafood. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and the Countess. Are you serious? She's old enough to be my grandmother. Artorias was brutal. I don't remember if you fight Sif in the speedrun, but you definitely fight Artorias, and I'm pretty sure I spent more time practicing that fight, more than I did any other fight in that entire game when I was learning the speedrun. Is there something going on between you and Labonneau? What business is it of yours? We agreed. All this. The clown, the Templars, strictly business, remember? Yeah, but... So get off my case. Artorias is really hard. He only does like 3 things, so like he's actually really easy if you just dodge the 3 things he does. But doing that fight fast is not easy. Because you have to hit him while he's doing those 3 things. Better get back to the quest. There's Meridy's party. Isn't it like Mercury or something? Aren't all the bad guys in that game like planets? Three things. Oh yeah, there's also the fact that you have, if you get hit once by any of those 3 things, you just die because you're at like 1 HP. Oh, the lighthouses are based on planets. See? One of the neat things, we'll call it neat things about the Dark Souls speedrunning or whatever, and learning that is you can get a tool that lets you like edit a lot of random things, like giving the bosses infinite HP and yourself infinite HP, and then literally just fighting that one boss for like 6 hours straight because you both have infinite HP. I spent a lot of time fighting that boss with infinite HP. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Maupassant. Ah yes. The infinite HP struggle. That fight and the final boss were like the only bosses I sat there and just fought for 6 billion hours. The rest of the bosses in that game are pretty easy in the speedrun because you have like some stupid spear or sword or something. And the like 1 HP ring. This bro. You're back. I have returned. Well, I wasn't expecting to see you back here again. No? Well, it is a strange thing, but I am here on duty. No talking. I don't know anybody like that. On duty, but you're just sitting there drinking wine. No, I'm not just drinking wine. I am undercover. Must be missing something. You're in uniform. Precisely, monsieur. My cover is that of an indolent, wine-guzzling police officer. You got me convinced. Merci. But in reality, my every muscle is poised, every nerve honed. I am drawn tight, ready to pounce. Pizzang! Who or what were you planning to pizzang on? You must have heard, monsieur, of the terror that is gripping Paris. You mean the killings? At last, somebody's taking action. Pah, people die every day. No. I am on the trail of Sewer Jacques. Who? Sewer Shock, the terror of the subterranean city. The mysterious villain who leaps up from the open populace. He pops up here, he pops up there. The cops, they seek him everywhere. The sweet hall shore beneath the Linoc. That damn elusive Sewer Jacques. Bravo, that's very good. Merci. I was up half the night writing that. Who is this Sewer Jacques character anyway? Ah, if we but knew that, we could have him in custody in an hour. But he is cunning. To despoil the sewers of our fair city, he has committed many deceptions. He has pretended to be a police officer and deluded a poor war veteran. Uh-oh. He has pretended to be a jongleur. Boy, is that the time? And an American tourist. What nationality are you, monsieur? Canadian. Well, I gotta go. See ya. Well, it's not every day, or it's not everyone who can say that they started an urban myth. I started an urban myth. Happy Canada Day, everyone! Speaking on Canada, speaking in Canada, French Canada is on fire again. I see. Excuse me, Father. Pardon? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Not at all, monsieur. It will help. It will be my pleasure to help you. You must be proud to have such an incredible collection of stained glass. Pride is a sin, monsieur, but it is hard not to marvel when the light shines through them. It is a fine example of the artisan's genius. How long have you worked here? Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I've been helping Father Flambard for nearly 6 months now. Guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then? Just a little. You've got quite a shine on that candlestick. Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty. Guess so. I never thought of it like that. What do you make of this chalice? Certainly looks very old. About as old as this church, I think. Seems to be engraving on it. Yeah, what does it say? I do not know. It is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful. Thumbs up. That would be very good of you. This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around. Please polish my chalice. Look at him polishing that. Polishing that chalice. Keep polishing. To the east of the priest is a big statue. Inspected 20 times, and George will finally take a peek inside the statue. Some old man in a priest outfit comes up and asks to polish your chalice. On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack. Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure of what I'd get out of vandalizing a church, other than deported. Scroll was the symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. Scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell. could see that what had at first seemed to be fine engraved chasing on the scroll was actually writing. For discipline, mon Latin. Sound pretty familiar to me. Latin phrase. Bit of a stained glass window. Wow. Hoping for a big insight while squinting through a hunk of statuary. I've been pretty optimistic, I guess. A blob that looks like the jelly from Jelly Game. Lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove. Hey! Knight Templar burning at the stake and a date. Let me see. McViv. That's 1314. McZiv. Check out on him, the old polishing guy. You done polishing my chalice? Hey, thanks. It is my pleasure, monsieur. Boy, what a shine you've got on this. Merci. It is all in the wrist action. What's the writing on the chalice? It's not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar. Yeah? I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive. You speak Latin? You asked this of a priest? Okay, can you tell me what Latin phrase means? Let me see, that would be, by my teachings you will see the light, I think. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Did you know there's a center window concealed? Wait, did you know that the center window conceals an image of a man burning at the stake? Oh man, the music got all intense. The Burning Man. What, you knew? There was a hidden image? No. But the church has a reputation for being haunted. Many times people have claimed to have seen a burning man in the window. When others, they look, there is nothing. Perhaps, light has to be just so for the figure to appear. Yeah, or maybe just need a special lens. What do you know about the Knights Templar? You've come to the right place if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France. The Pope was right behind it, though. Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God. It's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it? Think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago. Catch you later. Au revoir, monsieur. Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it, but the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus de Van Cancello's family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something. Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1:4-5, and just one more, Psalms 22:21. May not be perfect, but I've got memory like a trap. Chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Van Cancello's arms were already on the manuscript. Nope. I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own. Name it Don Carlos de Vancancelis. It had to be. Couldn't wait to tell the Countess. Had to find out what the chalice was for first, though. How do I get out of here? Dang, that's not at me at all. I have a really bad short-term memory, but a pretty great long-term memory. I don't know how that works, but it does. Yeah, was this the museum? I already forgot. Sure was. Hey, Andre. That's the wrong guy. You're not Andre. Hi, Andre. Hello, George. While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible. That sounds as if it couldn't be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars. It's funny, I associate Baphomet with Ragnarok Online and nothing else. Like, not this game, not like any other thing, not whatever biblical references. Like, Baphomet is a character, and Ragnarok Online. Poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that. Allegedly, the description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, the statue of Baphomet was unearthed, right here in Paris. Where? At the Institute Hernandez de Narval de Navarro. What's that? Private institution devoted to the study of blah blah blah. Statues beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building. Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet? It's a fearful image even now, a bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood. Blood? That's right. Neat. Dragon Quarter. I was thinking about that game the other day. And how somebody ruined speedrunning for that game. And it's never been the same ever since. Hi, Andre. Hello, George. Bye, Andre. Blah, 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 blah. All Regison's fault. I wanted the other one! Or did I? Ah, yes. Who remembers this part? I didn't until like 2 minutes ago. Alright, everyone, it's time to stretch your arms. Stretch your legs. Think about your life. Find some music. Blah, blah, blah. Why is this place so quiet? Alright. Excuse me, could you help me? What is it? I've got a few questions. What does the word Templar suggest to you? Templar, nothing? Nothing. This image. I'm making this an emote. You're doing a fine job. Thanks. I have my professional pride. I don't think I've ever seen Glua smoke so stylishly. It's natural talent. I'm being sarcastic. I'm being indifferent. You're very good at that as well. Thanks. Viva la indifference. Oh, what are you doing here? I'm having my break. Yeah? I mean, when you finish your break. Oh my god. Broken Sword, the Shadow of the Templars is the full name of the man who gets hit by the car. When I finish my break, I'm in an interesting concept, monsieur. Probably need to think about it. I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too. Hey, let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here? I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of the building clear of debris. And to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Fortunately, not a very responsible person. Oh, I see. So what do you know about the excavation? I know that they won't let me in to do my job. Thank you, Claude. I would complain to my union, but alas, couldn't be bothered to join. Right. Tell you what, though. I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation. What's unusual about the visitors to the excavation? None of them look like archaeologists to me. Do you know what an archaeologist looks like? Three-piece suits, crocodile hat, attaché cases, Rolex oysters. But no archaeologists, no archaeologist dresses like that. Quite right, monsieur, quite right. So who are they? Who cares as long as they pay me? Be seeing you. Au revoir, monsieur. John Fitzgerald, indeed. Hey, you! Get away from my dumpster. Okay. Ah, excuse me? Oui? What do you know about the Knights Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said, nothing. Nothing at all. Is this a test? What, like a history pop test? No, like a test. Okay, yes, it's a test. But I know absolutely nothing about the Templars. Guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him. What exactly are you doing here? I'm guarding. Expect to find me shearing sheep? Calm down. I just didn't realize you were a guard. I'd like to know what you're guarding, please. That's a secret. It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it? Are you asking me or telling me? I'm telling you. Then why ask? I had a feeling that this was no normal hole in the ground. Talk to you later. Au revoir, monsieur. Hold on. The silence is terrible here. My cat's being weird. Right then. was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer. That door's locked, monsieur. Door was locked. Hi again. What is it? Trying to get into the locked washroom, I had the strongest feeling of deja vu. I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked. Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key. Thanks. Talk to you later. Door was locked. What can we steal from this bathroom? A mirror. Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause. I wish Nico wore the quote-unquote necklace that you gave her from the bathroom in Syria in later games. How funny would that be? Like this. Cold Tap's washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink. Let's see. Let's combine the soap with the keys. Get soap keys. Now combine the soap keys with the plaster. Get soap key and plaster. This on the water. You get several minutes later. Dry my hands in here, just dry my hands. Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key. Way too fragile to use in a lock, I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. And again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I can improve this key as well. Keys, thanks. Merci, monsieur. Let's see. The paint pot. I can't see anything. Hey, monsieur, get away from my paint pot. Okay. I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Pah. Mind if I use the phone? Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door. The phone can look after itself. Lad, Hi, George. What's happening? I'm at the excavation, but they won't let me in. Damn. I need to know what's in there. Don't worry. I've got a scheme. I'm going to need your help, though. Okay, what do you want me to do? I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while. Who? A painter. I need to get out his pot. Okay. Stay on the line. I'll go and get him. Not trucks. Nico's apartment. Close, though. Hi, it's me again. What now? You've got a phone call. For me? Are you certain? It's a woman. She sounded hot. What woman? You must be mistaken, monsieur. She asked for the hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants. Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. Wouldn't do to keep the lady from her hunk. Last this dry in my pocket. Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me and then suddenly, nothing but abuse. Really? Oui, abuse. Ah, well, I have a cigarette to finish. And monsieur, if she calls again, I'm not available. Is there fishing in this game? No. I don't think so. Oh, I need the bathroom key. Need to use the toilet again. Again? Already? I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get? Never mind, here's the key. Talk to you later. Let's see. Find this with this. Nice, nice. Oops. Looking for this. The thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here even with the door open to the chill of fall. Uh-huh. I like how we keep getting the same version of this question every week. Hi again. What is it? Sure is hot in here. I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turned the heat up. You could ramp up warm. Have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warmer anyway? Ah. Talk to you later. Turned the heating off and waited. Hi again. I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution. Here's the keys, thanks. Merci, monsieur. Talk to you later. Au revoir. Excellent. Hi, Nico. It's me again. I'd guessed. What do you want this time? What did you say to the painter? I shan't repeat it, George. Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again? Okay, I'll call back soon. Hello? This looked like a good place to watch things develop. Hey you, it's the phone. Yeah? Who is it? How should I know? What am I, your social secretary? It's not a chick, is it? Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it? Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate? Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on. I'm not talking to her. I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me. No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her. You refuse? You refuse? I'm wasting valuable time. Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day. I have a highly responsible job. Ha! Don't ha me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important. Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case. Meaning what? Instead of which, they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulets and no brains. Why you? This looks set to carry on for some time. It's too good an opportunity to miss. Ah, yes. I didn't see anything useful to do with the planks. Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side. The middle of the floor has a weird mosaic, all swirling and disordered. Now there's a familiar face. There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria. Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here. There it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice. The image of a church. Meanwhile, back in Nico's apartment, I found out what the chalice was for. You solved the puzzle? Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet's site. When I viewed it and the polished surface of the chalice, it changed. What did it show? A picture of a church with a square tower. How long have you known Labano? Andre? We met at college. He helped me out when I was fresher. Showed me around, that sort of thing. He never told me that before. I thought he was just a working acquaintance. So he is. I rarely see him these days. You know, he hasn't changed much. A little less hair at the front, perhaps. I'd forgotten how much fun he could be. What is that supposed to mean? I guess I'd better return the chalice to the Countess. Hurry back, George. Right. Spain 2. This time it's more Spain. Was this always over here? Italy? No, Italy's over here. I got it confused with France. I was thinking about Euro Truck, and I don't know. Like Portugal, I think is right here. Then there's Spain, then France, Germany, Italy. Blah. Oh, maybe I did. I don't remember an hour ago. Anyways, back in Italy. Did I just save? I was reading. This guy watering the grass. This guy's never seen California before. Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks? Senior Stobart. How pleasant to see you. You are well? Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in? She's waiting for you. I will show you up. It's okay. I know the way. Senior Stobart, I feel I owe you an apology. No, you don't. I was impolite on our first meeting. Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes. You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease on life. It's a marvel. She smiles. She laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac. What's the story behind the chalice vanishing? When the Inquisition when the Inquisition raided in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge as they denied taking the children. And then, naturally, nobody believed them. But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you? Padre Dio. I had not thought of that. But then, what happened to them? I don't know. The Inquisition didn't take them, then who would? You must speak to my lady of this. Count on it. The Countess feels that the curse is lifted? I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice is proof that the Templars never abandoned the D. Van Concellos. It counts for a great deal with my lady. Catch you later, Lopez. This is some music. Senior Stobart, what a pleasure. Please sit down. Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I brought back your chalice. Why, you've had it cleaned. Yeah, I met with an obliging priest with a soft cloth. You have gone farther, clock. I'm gonna get DMCA'd for this. Have you resolved the Templar mystery? No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after. There are many stories of the knights secreting great wealth away. Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it. To be young and live in a world of moral absolutes. I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos. You are sure there can be no mistake? The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb. Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible. Yeah, I'd be happy to show you the city. There's something else that I discovered carved on the Don Carlos tomb. Biblical references. What are the references, Senior Stobart? Psalms 32:7, Corinthians. I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I mean, what are the quotations? You know, I forgot to ask the priest. There's still the mystery of the missing chess piece. I do not think that it will ever be discovered, unless the fate of the children is revealed. The Inquisition were suspected of taking the chalice and the kids, right? We now know they were innocent of the first crime. What if they did not take the children either? Hey Rudy, it's your favorite, Dan Marino from Ace Ventura. What happened to him? Current login movies to be re-released. Oh my god. Is Anime Expo going this week? Is that what's happening? Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant. Now this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right? That is correct. I think he hid them in the chalice when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With them dead and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you? I fear so. The children are still here, somewhere. If this is so, then it is small wonder that the de Vasconcelos are cursed. Here's panels, painting, stocking. Yeah, I keep seeing, I don't know about keep seeing, but I keep seeing stuff on Twitter about, like, new anime stuff. I forgot Anime Expo was this weekend. I miss going to Anime Expo with my Anime Expo friends. That was absolutely my favorite convention to go to every year. For the 10 years I went. Bow, 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 bow. I'll have a look around if that's okay. My home is your home. I shall remain here. That is all. Excellent. Glad to hear it. You have a good night as well. Thanks for dropping by. You got any news about Chika anime? I don't know what anime I'm really interested in at the moment. I'm gonna have to go look up stuff. See what's being announced and whatnot. Like I said, I keep seeing stuff on Twitter about anime. Like Spy Family and Panty and Stocking and whatnot. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Just a little utility room with no exit. Unless you counted the window and I didn't. I wanted to pick up this. It gave me the option. There we go. That is a mirror. Mirror from Lopez's utility room. Yep, I was still looking great. Nice. On around back here. And then in here. That is the Bible we just picked up. It was the Spanish Bible I borrowed from the mausoleum. And take that back to the Countess. We can learn about unicorns. Hello again. Mind if I sit? Please be my guest. There's the Bible from the mausoleum. Very well, let us begin. The first reference. Psalms 32:7. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from the trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice. You are right, of course. The next. Okay. John 4:11. John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next, quickly. Okay. Corinthians 4:5. There it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more? Just one. Psalms again, 22:21. Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. Last is confusing. Lions? Unicorns? What does it mean? I can't guess. Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is the mausoleum a well, Senor Stobart. Is there a well in the grounds? I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about everything, or anything pertaining to the estate. I'll have a look around if that's okay. Back to the mausoleum. Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again. Nice. Back in the Countess Mausoleum. Alright, alright. Several hours later. Nice, nice. We got a key. Candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Kind of special formulation, I guess, and had yielded up with this. Complex shape expertly cut in stone. I feared it was some kind of key. Ah, yes. Looks like a key. Smooth, intricately carved piece of stone that had been concealed inside the great candle. Back to the Countess. Navigating this room is impossible. What do you make of this? It looks like some sort of key. Where did you get it from? It was buried inside the great candle in the mausoleum. Inside it? What have you done to it? I, lit it. But it is irreplaceable. Listen, the candle was to be lit in case of Moorish attack, right? Well, it burned down in no time and revealed this key thing. Maybe that was the real purpose of lighting the candle. What are you suggesting? That lighting the candle was the equivalent of break glass in case of emergency. Sentiment must not stand in the way of solving this mystery. You did the right thing. I'll have a look around if that's okay. Keep. Hi, Lopez. Got a minute? Certainly, senor. How can I help you? You know what this is? No, senor. Is that some kind of key? Yeah, I think it probably is. Where did you get it? It was hidden inside the big candle in the mausoleum. And you burnt it? I wondered what the light was I saw through the window. The lady will be furious. The candle was centuries old. Ah. Oops. I borrowed your mirror. I hope you don't mind. No, senor. If you think it would be of help. You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place. See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the De Van Cancelos. Do you have a well anywhere around here? A well? Si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a how can you last a siege without water? Great. So where is it? How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see. And you've no idea where it was? No. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time. You must have a vague idea where the well is. It must have been in the old house courtyard, so that would put it around here. Here, okay. How do we find it? Might be a way. Let me think about it. Any ideas yet? We are looking for a source of water, see? Yes. For generations, the Spanish country folk had a secret way of locating water. Even if it is meters beneath the ground. Oh, you're not talking about water dowsing, are you? Hey? You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there. Oh, you've heard of it. I think most of the planet has. Have anybody in chat heard of water dowsing? Okay, let's get a stick. Uno momento. It must have a special stick. A Y of hazel. Right. Do you have any hazel trees? See, here. That is hazel. Okie doke. Whenever to find a suitable stick. I don't believe it. There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing. Whenever to find a suitable stick. Aha! Hi, Lopez. Got a minute? Well, I got my divining rod. Now what? Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrist so that the slightest movement of the wand's tip is clear. And walk slowly and steadily over the area. Sounds easy enough. You'll find this well in no time. I want to know how real this is. Is this real, or is this something that people just, like, think is real? Yeah, it gets referenced, but I don't know if it's just, like, old wives' tale kind of thing. Senior Stobart, you've found something. This is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars. Hidden here for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed. It's a tin can. I've been walking up and down with the twig in my hands looking for a tin can. It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected. I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that. In truth, Senor Stobart, the lawn was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars. Get rid of it and I'll try again. I passed threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way. The splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. It had been here all the time, all those years, and nobody found it. We stood in awe for a moment, marveling at the secrets all around us. I could have fallen down that. No anime? Unconscious muscular action. It's a Ouija board. That's what I believe. Ouija boards. Gets me killed 100% of the time in Phasmophobia. Let's see. The well had been lost for decades at least. The air was cool after the noon sun. But it wasn't that made the goosebumps on my arms creep. I have a really bad feeling about this. For some King's Quest V. Let's see. From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece. I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving. I knew I was in danger. Oh my god, I'm dead. Aha, very funny, you psychos. Senior Stobart, are you alright? It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine. Hey, pseudo me has data. You gave me a scare. Nice try, Templars. Nice try. There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed. I think that's the next area we go. I'm hoping, kind of. Yeah, I knew what I was looking for. It only took a few moments to find it. There it was, a worked socket, and smooth and perfect as if it had been carved only yesterday. But deep shadow is hard to make anything out. Hello? Oh, right, the key. Bad anime. Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do. Won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. Found it with the children. We'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez. Meanwhile, back in Nico's apartment. George, welcome back. Come in, George. It's good to see you again. Is it? Sure. What did you find in Spain? Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, George. Yeah, I know. The clues led to an underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board and a Templar knight on a horse. Does it mean anything to you, Andre? No, nothing. Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, George. There's a map and a Latin inscription. To the west of the edge of the world. George found that in a cave in Syria. Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me. Then we've got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314. From the window of the church in the Montfaucon Square. One of the few places where nobody tried to kill me. Then we have the image of a church that George found in the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, George. And finally, we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there? Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to. It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death. Cat-like reflexes, eh? And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase? That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the world? Of course, my apologies. He started it. Well, the Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. It was describing the island of Britain. Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain. How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world? To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted savages. Hadn't changed much. They've stopped painting themselves blue, except when they go to a football match. They use an extract from a plant called wood. The Sachus ticonchinia. Scots were using it fairly recently in their wars with the English. Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about? I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as... Can't remember, can you? 1314! Oh, we're back onto that, are we? Andre, what is it? What do you mean? 1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn. That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is, right, Andre? As in Bannockburn? Right, George, and it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can you guess? Knights Templar? Yes, a group of outlaw Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots, and it all ends at a church. On the Isle of Britain, in Bannockburn, and a church. What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab. I can't go. Andre, you've been loads of help, but... What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty. I was? We understand. You've got commitments. Listen, we have to hurry. Don't bother with the cab, George. We'll see it through. Oh, and don't worry about us. Meanwhile, back in Nico's train. Can't select anything else. I did just save, right? Yeah. Almost Newcastle. Where are you going, George? Do I need to spell it out? Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so? Okay, I'm going to take a leak. L-E-A-K. Tickets, please. Oh, hi. The standard full price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card? I rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not? Well, yeah, but you could have saved up to a third of the cost. I do not need to indulge in trifling thriftiness. Blimey, you're a funny old bird, and no mistake. Tickets, please, sir. Here. Off to Sterling, eh? Yes, we are. Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs and a lovely view from the castle. Thank you. I don't want to worry you, but there was something familiar about that guy. You sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken. Maybe. But I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you. Can you sit still, George? I need to go to the John. While you're there, check out the buffet car, George. Unthinkable though it is, I'm hungry enough to eat English food. Okay. Door was locked. Oh no, the gangster creep from the hotel, Guido. Well, he didn't scare me. Hey, Buster, this is a no-smoking car. Okay, maybe he did scare me. It got worse. I suddenly realized who the conductor had reminded me of. Eklund, Marquet's murderer. Should have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone. Suddenly, the sword of Baphomet took second place to finding the girl I loved. Hi, having a party? No. This is breakfast. Come on, join us, Mon. Away, Basher, Mon. Lee's company. His breath was like the outlet from a chemical factory. Excuse me, mate. He's taking a nap. Sleeping like a baby. It'll wake him up when we get to Newcastle. We passed through Newcastle half an hour ago. Ah, I never noticed. You see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment? No, pal, I didn't. Have you lost her, like? She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble. Oh, man. An old lady, too? Yeah, you gotta help me. Maybe they went to the toilet, like. I don't think so. Never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know? No, she's been abducted, I'm sure. We've got to go look for her. What's stopping you, pal? The conductor. He's not what he seems. You want to avoid him, like? That's about it, yeah? No problem. Listen, I need your help. What's the matter? There's a guy on this train who's trying to kill me. Relax, man. He wouldn't try nothing with us and Basher here. We're veterans, like. Saw action at blah 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 blah. I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict anywhere called Bristol. See? You just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands. Safe Hans. What is that stuff you're drinking? Newcastle Brown's, Mon's magic. Smells like gasoline. Aye, it'll put hairs on your chest like. On your eyeballs too, by the looks of you. Wow, rude. Yeah, do, pal, don't jump. I don't intend to jump. Going to climb on top of the train. You're kidding, aren't you? Just watch me. Hand on there. Alright, hand on there, pal. I'll give you a hand like. This is how George dies. Uh-huh. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Ask a question and gotten a months. Alchemist searching for the great truth. I'm getting stuck in this room. Oh my god. Oh my god. I always wanted to stop a train, and now is my chance. Oof. Saved our lives, but why? We were always on the same side, Stobart. Different causes, but a common enemy. The Knights Templar? Don't call them that. The real Templars were a noble foe. These barbarians have no right to that name. These men are no better than dogs. What are the Neo-Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet? Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword, a power older than Desmoulins, older than Solomon. We'll stop them, you and me together. And Nico. No, George. My journey ends soon, at the Garden of Paradise. You're talking in riddles. Can't you tell me straight what they're after? The sword symbolizes a colossal energy, caused by the alignment of the Earth's natural power fields, which are focused at Saint Ninians. Energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. Power which made them charismatic to such an extent. They could control the will of all around them. How did you escape from the bull's head? There's a long walk from the cliff of the bull to the village, Stobart. Fortunately, I know the ways of the wilderness. May Allah guide you to our enemies. Thanks. One last thing. What? What is it? He's dead. Okay. We'll rescue... What? Where do you think you're going? Don't worry, I hadn't forgot about you. Untie me this instant, George Stobart. I will, when I'm ready. Oh. Got a kissing sound effect? That's not fair, George. No. You took advantage while my hands were tied. When Eklund pointed that gun at me, I thought I was going to die. I thought of all the things I'd never get to do. And kissing you was top of my list. Rude. George. Uh-huh. George, we've got to get off the train. Eklund could recover at any time. So what are we waiting for? I'd feel happier if we had a gun or something. Khan gave me something. What? His handbag. Great. If we run into any killers, we can give them a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons? You don't know the half of it. This bag's full of C4. Wow, why didn't you say so? Boy, we'll show them now. What's C4? Plastique, George. We're going to shop our way to victory? 2 kilos of plastic explosive. The detonator's broken, though. No problem. We'll buy a box of matches somewhere. Doesn't work that way. It takes a small explosion to start the big explosion. Well, that's not much use then. What does that sign say? Apparently, during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century, this place was used as an arms dump. Yeah, what happened? Look at the state of this place, George. You work it out. Stray spark? You've got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast. But the explosion didn't destroy the Sword of Baphomet. Do you? I'd rather hope it did. Let's see, let's dig through this pile of dirt. Scrabbled around in the pit rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem. Under one of the stones, I found a metal coin which is green with age. It was caked with soil, but what I'd found was a small cog and spindle. Why put items all around the room when you can just search the same spot over and over again? With mounting excitement, I felt something between my fingers. It was short, hard, and black, something I hadn't expected to find here. It was a plastic pen top. Didn't find anything. Well, well, well. Excuse me. examining the demon more closely, I realized something about its face. It was a clever illusion. No matter where I stood, the eyes weren't looking at me. There was a simple reason. The demon didn't have any eyes. I ran my fingers across the cold stone and probed the holes in the demon's eyes. Beneath them, the mouth formed another hole, but I wasn't about to put my finger in there. The handle turned easily, and the larger wheel began to revolve. Damn. Then the handle came off in my hand. Now the handle was gone, it was easy to remove the cog and spindle. Yeah. Cog slipped neatly into the eye socket. Marlene Sr. With a rasp of metal on stone, I eased the second eye into place. Uh-huh. Pushed the handle into the demon's mouth. The cogs all meshed. I began to turn. Nice, nice. Nico? Uh-huh. What are you doing? Committing this inscription to memory. Can you read it? No. Ah. As soon as I saw the flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now, and why was it so quiet? No, George. What? Leave that torch right where it is. In case you hadn't noticed, the crypt is full of gunpowder. So what? Don't you trust me? It's not a question of trust. No? You think I'm a jerk, don't you? Don't be silly, George, and keep your voice down. Thought I heard something, like chanting. Right? Listen. I can definitely hear chanting. Without solving? No, they built the convoluted door puzzle on their way in. You're right, I hear it too. What do you suppose they're doing? It wouldn't surprise me if they were holding some sort of satanic sex ritual. So what are we waiting for? Shh. Would you look at that? Okay. Broken Sword was a cult game all along. Oh my god. Rudik's not a cult. GIF. Will you look at that? Baphomet. Lobano is right. This place was ancient even to the Templars. This whole place. This is Baphomet. Finally, the truth. The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worshipped a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, they regarded it as the symbol of a covenant with God, who had revealed this place to them. Also, why the devil-dealing treacherous? Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to witness the reforging of the sword that was broken. Here, before God Sentinel, Baphomet, Grand Master and Knight of Baphomet, we salute and pledge our obedience to you. I salute you, Gatekeeper of the Temple. 7 centuries ago, our greatest weapon, the Sword of Baphomet, was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it to wield against new enemies. As the tired millennium dies and this world looks for new leaders, we shall not fail. We shall lead the people to a new order wherein all borders will dissolve. All will be united under the red cross of the Templars. Oh my god, anime! Whoa. Some high quality. George, we have watched your efforts to stop us with respect. Surely you realize that you have been misled by our enemies. Both of us wanted a better world. Incredible graphic prowess of the Game Boy Advance. Fortunately, no harm has been done. We need determined, resourceful men like you. Join us, George. Join us in true brotherhood. Yeah, true... what? Brothers? What about Marquet? What about Pegram and Klauser? You didn't look on them as brothers, only as failures. 3 men dead, and you didn't give a damn. George, you know that sacrifices are necessary. Every great undertaking. Join you? I'll see you in hell first. Ah, George, I had great hopes for you. Take them, kill them. They will not escape. Well, well. It isn't the great detective and his beautiful assistant. It's going to be a pleasure killing the pair of you. George, what are we going to do? The only thing we can do. Come on, Nico, we're leaving. You fools, you cannot escape us. Guido, stop them. But Master, the powder. That powder is from the English Civil War, you fool. It's over 300 years old. How explosive do you think it can be? I thought it was all over, but Nico had one last trick up her sleeve. Or in her handbag, to be exact. Handbag full of plastic explosives. Maybe, but this stuff's brand new. Oh man. Whoa! 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 Nice, we did it. Revolution Software Ltd. I like that there's this is George and Nico's Broken Sword 2 outfits. Alright, why? This, and this are 100% from Broken Sword 2. Anyways, thank you all for joining us in this 3-year anniversary of doing trivia every week for the last 3 years. You all enjoyed our journey through many different adventure games, from Broken Sword to Toonstruck to whatever other games we played. The shore. Little misfortune. Been a journey. Euro truck. All those walking sims we forgot about? Like Ethan? Esther? No, wait. The one with the fish thing? We never gave up. We never stopped playing. Question 100. What was the name of that one game? Dear Esther. That was another game we played, but not the one I'm thinking of. What's your favorite game? Well, that only goes up to 2021, so the picture round. We had to guess the anime character shown, and it was challenging. Having you there too made it even more fun. I enjoyed every moment of it, especially when we worked together. It was really kawaii. Yeah, a lot of great games. Anyways, that's it. The end.